Okay, so this is the card that was in the thumbnail. Listen to guidance, your ear chakra. Okay, that was just at the top of my deck. Let me let me get to YouTube. I was trying to do something different, but let me get to YouTube so I can grab this link and share it before I get into it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am not okay, but I'm going to be okay. I'm just not okay right now. Okay? And if I'm not okay, I know that it's a lot of people that's not okay right now. Because the kind of not okay that I am is the kind where I feel everybody and everything. So I've got to take the time out to, you know, do my self care and whatever I need to do for me. Um, but there's a message that I need to deliver. There's a few messages that I need to deliver. Okay? So that's why I am here, because it's going to make me feel better to get this done. Oh my gosh. I've been having a very hard time doing regular stuff, and I know a lot of other people have been too. Okay? This energy just started with me yesterday, to where my anxiety just went through the roof. That one little thing, trivial thing that you would normally act diplomatic about, brought up everything, you see. And I've been uber emotional. Again, for those of you who are not conscious of the ascension process, um, again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Click off if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Right now, there's a lot of people dealing with some real heavy energy. Just because Saturn went direct didn't mean things were just going to be easy. Now we're dealing with karma. Like, for real, for real. Like, there's that last minute lockup before you leave type energy. You know, that checking to make sure everything is secure, and, you know, figuring out what you left unsecure and what you need to go back and lock and things like that. These last minute little details, okay? That's what's happening right now. So a lot of people, even though we feel like we're coming out of jail or coming out of the waiting room, we have these spurts of freedom, these spurts of inspiration, and then we have these moments of, hold up, look at this, face this, deal with this. You're not just gonna go outside without your room being clean. Just because you clean the whole rest of the house, you need to clean that room too, and then you could go outside and play. So I feel like that's the energy that we're dealing with right now. And it can be quite uncomfortable because we've waited for so long and we've been restricted for so long. And you're like, oh my God, get off my back already, you know, kind of like a teenager. Because, you know, what a lot of teenagers do is that they want to do the bare minimum, but they want the maximum benefit. And I feel like that's what's going on. And Saturn don't play that. That energy does not play that at all. I cried yesterday. I cried today. I'm going to cry again today because I understand that crying is good. I'm very emotional, not only about the things that are going on in my personal life, not immediate things, but just things that I've ignored that I've been passive about, that I did not want to face, that I did not want to deal with. Not only is that coming up, but also little triggers, you know? Little triggers. Like yesterday, my son's school needed a paper just to show that he was enrolled in school. I tried to go up to the school. The damn streets was blocked off. There was an accident. I tried to get online and get it. Couldn't do that. And you would think that someone wouldn't have a PTSD mental freaking breakdown because of that. I mean, it's just a simple inconvenience. You'll get it done tomorrow. No, every damn thing from the last, I don't know how many years, decided to come with me not getting that paper when I wanted to. And I was like, whoa. Y'all got to remember, I got a Scorpio moon. Woo! And when I tell you I was up in my feelings, I am up in my feelings. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. So this right here, me telling y'all about this, is very helpful. I've been having paranormal stuff happening. I know that physically I'm going through changes on a spiritual level. Like, there is a lot. And then you have this practical side of life where you're supposed to be responsible. What? I am a child. I don't like to be responsible. I would prefer to operate as the divine child. This is what makes it difficult for lots of light workers, lots of spiritual healers, teachers, yada yada, because we get to these snags in existence where we know we're turning into some crazy, awesome, beautiful, transfigured being on a physical level. We're aware of all of this, right? You know, your skin started glittering. You starting to see the damn energy and the grid work of Gaia. Like, we're going through all of these mystical experiences. And people want us to do paperwork. And people want us to, you know, be responsible and think for them. I'm like, wait, no. It is starting to become very, very difficult to live in the reality that we created nonetheless. Okay, I created this reality that we are currently in, along with a whole bunch of other people. But I don't like it no more. It's kind of like, you know, when you have a boyfriend and then he do something you don't like and you don't like him no more and you want to get rid of him. That's how we like to treat this reality. Oh, no, I can't deal with this. Oh, I can't. You know, I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be in this reality, because now I know that I'm a divine being and I'm multidimensional and I've got all of these powers and stuff, and what my abilities are and what the reality that I see no longer matches with the reality that I created. Having that level of awareness and being able to observe yourself while you're freaking out is quite uncomfortable. Knowing when you are operating from your lower self and your higher self is watching you, your higher self is trying to operate from authenticity, your lower self is trying to hold on to the way things have always been. A lot of this is within you. It has nothing to do with anybody, anything anybody did, said, nothing. You have to decide whether you want that experience or not. And sometimes we get stuck. We just get stuck because we have always known things to be a certain way. And then we're like, well, if, you know, this is the way that I operate with spirit anyway. Sometimes I get in my ego and I'll be like, check this out. If I have to let this go, then I don't want to be bothered. Y'all know how to, especially when y'all are in them relationships. Yes, that's me and y'all. When you are just done with love. So you say, oh, well, you know what? I had this negative experience. And since I know that I'm not supposed to stay in this experience, I don't want to be bothered with any new ones either. I just want to break. I just want to be in my own energy. That's like you telling energy to just stop changing, stop evolving. Like you're literally telling energy to stop doing what it innately does. It's just not gonna happen. You gonna meet somebody while you're in that mood of I'm not messing with nobody. Somebody is gonna come. More people are gonna come because you don't want it. So you got to figure out a different way to handle this, because believe me, right now, if I could live in the woods naked in a damn tree house, I would. This is the way I feel, and this is the way a lot of people feel right now. I don't feel like I'm compatible with a lot of things anymore. I've already got different belief systems, and y'all are going through the same stuff. Looking at your family members, looking at your friends, and like, damn, you still think like that? Damn, like it's starting to get harder and harder to be around people and to function like with them, and we're supposed to be able to do this. It doesn't mean you got to force yourself to still be in the lives of people that are doing really, really just low energy stuff. It just means that you have to have that compassion, and you have to be able to, operate from your higher self within the sea of people that are kind of like halfway there. It's like in some areas they're straight, but in some areas they think differently. They haven't quite caught up to the reality that you live in. They're not looking at the birds and the butterflies, and they don't see symbolism all around them. They still got to go to work, get the kids daycare, watch their favorite TV show, things like that. There's certain things that are still happening, and once you get to a certain point in ascension, like you just don't want to deal with nothing else, because it seems like everything else is just so far away. Everybody else is just so far away. I know y'all are tired, because I'm tired. And then it don't help because the damn hurricane in the Carolinas. Anytime there's a natural disaster, I feel the energy, and I'm all up in the damn energy of whatever's happening with those people. And, I could wear as many crystals as I want to, do as many meditations as I want to. There's a difference between having a gift and using it, and then needing to protect yourself from energies that are not of your highest good. The reason why I'm able to feel these energies is so that I can freaking send you messages, okay? You don't just decide, oh, well, today I'm going to be of service and deliver messages, but, tomorrow I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not in it. You in it. The moment you decided to go on a spiritual journey, you are in it. Okay? Spirit is not going to have you doing stuff that's not for your highest good. Again, let me repeat myself. Me talking about all this right now is actually elevating my damn vibration, because I'm telling y'all, I was feeling so jacked. But yeah, your sensitivity is not a curse. You just got to know how to work with the energy. Because, again, I'm feeling everything and everybody. And it's a lot. It is a whole lot. Don't be afraid to call on your spiritual team. Apparently, they want y'all to see some things, because I'm shuffling these cards. Sometimes, especially if you're a channeler like me, you could be in the shower, you could be eating, But sometimes there's just some things within you that you got to let out, and you just in that moment you got to stop, or as soon as you can safely stop and get these messages out. Okay? Some of y'all are definitely ascending. Some of y'all are having an awakening and you feel isolated. That's normal. Some of y'all are dealing with the afterlife, whether you are opening your mediumship abilities, whether you are mourning a past loved one. Understand that death is not a bad thing. Okay? Some of you are really dealing with the afterlife in a way in which you're going to be operating from that energy. Okay? Some of y'all are like literally grim reapers. Some of y'all, you know, they got the death doula thing. You're having this experience so that you can realize that that is one of your abilities. So if you are dealing with death in your life or around you, it's to show you that you have the ability to see death differently. Therefore, you've got to teach the people around you how to not like stay in misery and act a damn fool when somebody passes away. Okay, because we're all creating a new reality in place of the one that we had already created. There's no eraser when you paint. You just got to keep it moving. You see what I mean? You can't erase the reality. You've got to add to it to make it something that's conducive to your new belief system or your new energy. Okay? No erasers allowed. So yeah, some of y'all are really dealing with the theme of death in your life. And I'm talking about ghosts. I'm talking about people passing. I'm talking about the way that you think about death, the way that you feel about it. And you're going to become a teacher when it comes to those things. Okay? So that's happening. So again, my condolences to anyone who's lost someone. But that is a huge reason why. Because I don't feel like, oh, it's just one random person that died in your life. It's a few people. And you're like, what the hell is going on? You know? It's not just one person that passed away. It's not an isolated situation. You're like, oh my gosh, everybody is dying around me. Understand. It's because you are going through an awakening. Okay? Sometimes it takes a lot to get us out of our status quo. Okay. Who else? Some of y'all are dealing with soulmate situations. Let me make this very clear. Soulmate don't mean that y'all are just going to be together until the end of y'all days. Soulmates sometimes comes with lessons. Okay? Some of y'all are dealing with situations where you're needing to walk away from a soulmate. And the shit hurt like hell, but you got to do it. And you don't even know what's waiting for you on the other side, but you got to trust. You know, you may even be confused right now because your head and your heart ain't even matching. Y'all dealing with these relationships that you know you need to leave, but something keep telling you, but what if, or but, you know, there's a possibility that we can work this out. You gotta love people where they are. If you don't already love them and accept them fully right as they are, if there's any conflict and both people are not willing to make adjustments, then it's time to go. You see what I mean? You can't keep holding on when somebody is clearly showing you and telling you that that they're not going to change and they don't want to try. You can't be the only one doing that. We got free will, you know. So When you're dealing with people just in general, especially if you're on an ascension path, don't hurt yourself trying to help other people. Okay? If they didn't ask for your guidance, don't volunteer it. Your best example is living your authentic self and not allowing anyone to change you operating from your authentic self. If you have to opt out of an experience, oh, well, I no longer drink, so I'm not going to go to this event because I'm going to spend my money on what? You know what I mean? I no longer eat meat. I'm not going to go to this event because there's no food for me here. You see what I mean? I no longer like going to the clubs. The music is too loud. I'm sensitive. So I'm not just going to go because you want me to go. Because that's still something that you do. Once you stop doing these things, once your habits have changed, don't try to please people by going back and trying to do that just to hang out with them, just to try to keep that relationship. It's not conducive to you anymore. Do you see what I mean? Let it go. These habits, we're moving into habits now. Let it go. If it hurts you, but you still eating it because it tastes good, but it hurts, or you have some kind of adverse reaction, at some point, you're going to have to pay attention and care, right? Because at some point, it's just going to get worse to the point to where you're not going to be able to just continue to ignore it. Oh, my goodness. Yes, for some of you, you're being asked to have faith in yourself. Oh, some of y'all are dealing with situations where somebody's all like, do you trust me? Y'all are dealing with trust issues, just period. And you're being told to have faith, but don't get it twisted. Especially y'all readers out there, especially y'all people that like get readings. When you see that have faith card, do not immediately go into thinking that you have to have faith in the situations or the circumstances. Okay? They're saying have faith in the divine. Have faith in the divine, not in the other person you're dealing with, not in the situation. Because as long as you keep your trust centered in divinity, everything else you will be able to see clearly, whether it's going to work out or whether it's not going to work out, because you trust you, your divine self. That's why now when I'm around people and they ask me if I trust them, I say, no, I trust myself though. And they don't even know what I mean. Trust yourself, because you're not going to lie to you can lie to yourself. But if you trust yourself and your intuition, what'll happen is everything and everybody around you will show you the truth that is compatible with you and the creation that you are making. If you don't trust yourself, what'll happen is other people and circumstances will show you their truth, and you'll end up adjusting to their truth, and you'll be not living in your own. That is called manipulation. Trust yourself. Trust how you feel. It's not a logical process. Trust yourself. Okay? If someone is trying to operate from the mental capacities only, understand, for y'all beautiful women out there, they get caught up with idiots, Lord have mercy, that tell you all of these things. The ones that love to apologize but never ask for permission, right? For those beautiful women out there who are dealing with partners, because it could be men or women, right? If you're dealing with somebody that's running their mouth one way, but their actions are another way. It is your choice to listen to those words or to feel those actions. You see what I mean? Because when you get infiltrated in that way, the words are actually to program your emotions. This person is not trying to get in your head. They're trying to manipulate the way that you feel with words. Therefore, once you logically think it's time for you to leave a situation, you confused because they played on your emotions so much that you're like, well, why do I feel like I need to stay, even though I know damn well I need to leave? Because they were speaking to your heart the whole time. So don't ever think that somebody that is good at saying words and things like that to keep you around and all this and that, don't think that they're working on your mind. They're not working on your mind. They're working on your heart mind, because you're sitting there and you see everything plain as day and you're still not moving. You see what I mean? You know you gotta leave. That's those patterns though. So understand that you're the only one responsible for releasing yourself. You cannot wait around for somebody to change. You cannot wait around for somebody to see how you feel, understand what they're doing to you. None of that. Because you're allowing it. And you're the one with the key to stop that pattern. You got to be willing to walk alone. And you got to be willing to walk alone no matter how many times it takes for you to actually walk with someone. The hard part about it all is keeping yourself open to the next experience, because we want to shut down, like me. We want to go to the woods and not interact with nobody at all. We sensitive, right? Nah, don't do that to yourself. Take that energy, whatever pain you're going through right now, you take that energy and you make something beautiful with it. You don't know how? Ask Spirit how. Be of service to somebody. Go out there and help somebody. Volunteer. Okay? That love that was rejected that you were trying to give, take that love and give it to somebody that appreciates it. Give it to somebody that will receive it in the way that you intended for it to be received. Go out there and heal with that love that you were trying to give to that one person that it didn't work out with, or to that situation that it didn't work out with. Just change where you're trying to put that love out. Don't close it in. Okay? Because once energy is contained, it starts to change within that container. And for those of you who don't know, we create everything. We are spirits having a damn human experience. We're spirits in the physical. So you can create the nightmares and the ghosts that you are so afraid of. They were your creation. Okay? And that's a lot of times, that's how that happens. When you contain love, you start to create energies, and they switch from love to the opposite of love. Okay? So it needs to be a flow. You need to be in flow at all times, because any blocked energy turns into something that's not going to be of your highest good. Okay? You are ascending. Sometimes it gets lonely, but you are never alone. That is the period of time that you're supposed to be conversing with spirit, learning more about yourself, healing yourself. But you're supposed to also, and I say supposed to, like in a theoretic way, you're also supposed to be able to be okay whether you have companionship or not. I'm good with friends or without friends. I don't depend on somebody to be around for me to enjoy my life. you know, yes, I may want this, but I also understand that I have to be patient. And in the meantime, this is what I can do. I can learn something. I can go enjoy something. I can teach something. I can heal somebody. I can help somebody. Do something with the energy. It's when we just stop and we don't do anything and we want to wallow in our pity that ugly things grow. And then the snowball happens. And then it just gets worse and worse. Do something with the energy. You'll feel better. Okay? So yeah, that is my rant for today. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but I feel you. I feel you, and you're not alone. You're not. And it's gonna be all right. Welcome to Ascension. You will have more of these moments where you're like, nah, I can't do this. And that's okay. That's totally okay. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. There's other videos. I hadn't forgot about the beautiful Aquarians. As soon as I'm done getting over myself and feeling my emotions, I'm going to come back and do that mid-month video for you Aquarians. I appreciate you all, and I thank you. That's another important part, gratitude. Even for the storm, gratitude, right? Have a beautiful day.